I took a piece of basically clear plastic, as big as my piece of land, took an original trench map and kind of worked out where it would fit, and I plonked it down. And as far as I'm concerned, this one thing here is on the edge of Railway Wood, near Hooge, on the outskirts of Ypres. British trenches are, if anything, over-engineered. We're very, very keen to use corrugated iron. We use lots and lots of steel, and really they have a look of their own. If you excavate a trench, as I do archaeologically, you know as soon as you hit a British trench, because you've got the wrinkly tin, you've got the upright steel posts. Smoky. Hang on. Ready? And while we were working, when we were actually on hot days, people would come to the fence here and bring us cups of teas and things. So they knew we could hardly hide a trench system. And I had an open day last Sunday before last, and said, if you want to come on the land, come and have a look at it, see us filming. And they did do. So, I mean, you know, there are no great mysteries, I don't think. I think the occasional bang was a problem until we did some work on bonfire night. No one noticed. Pull your trouser off, leg up, you didn't you? Let's go. I just want to put the right, gents? The guys came in, they were a mixture of archaeologists that I dressed up to give them an idea about what it might be like, and also to inform them next time they did some work, and some reenactors. Every single person, within about half an hour, said, I wasn't ready for this. No matter how much planning they'd done, how much they thought they knew absolutely nothing. Once they got in there, things got dropped, covered in mud, lost, they couldn't find things, they weren't working as a buddy team, they hadn't thought about what they put in their pockets. It was incredible. And there was nothing groundbreaking. We're not going to say, oh, we really understand the Great War, but what we understand is the individual experience and how complicated it actually was. The most dreadful thing about it, it was just exhausting. If you get 3 or 4 hours sleep a day, you're doing well. You're sleeping in the afternoon, you're working all night, you're nocturnal. If it's wet, you're wet. If it's cold, you're cold. If the trenches are full of mud, then your feet get soaked, and it's just a point where you've got bone-numbing coldness. I mean, yes, you might get shot, you might get blown up, but for the most of these guys, it was just that tedium of being exhausted, of being wet, of the food being boring, and just the constant labour to keep these things in one piece.
You haven't served, have you? I'm not going that way now, I'm going this way. Christ, I'm in shot.
I built this to try and demonstrate to a modern generation about the nuts and bolts of warfare in the Great War.